Hey everybody, you're watching Geek this week, and today I'm actually here with a new face. It's Alexa. You might have seen him on some of our other shows like Geek Out or Everything Anime. And now he's here with me. Say hi, Alexa.
Yeah, glad to be on Geek this week with you guys. Couldn't be happier to give you the news for the week.
Formerly known as Alex, or more specifically, The Burn.
Don't be dropping the.
It is very important. Anyways, we're bringing you all the weekly news updates on...
turning gaming into a commodity.
The Earth has a couple extra moons.
And wouldn't you know it, but just a little bit more Star Trek.
I'm a Star Trek geek, so sue me. Anyways, all of that on Geek This Week. This week in board games, and gaming furniture, and gaming conventions. If you truly want to be a hardcore gamer, you can never leave your computer. So why not get this gaming bed? Never worry about not having the energy to get up and walk 15 feet to get to your desk. Now you can just sit up, or maybe not even that. The bed comes with an adjustable arm that will hold your phone in front of your face and storage for all your in-game needs, like cup holders and snack trays. In all seriousness though, the gaming bed is actually a great idea for gamers that might have mobility issues and actually have a difficult time moving from a bed to a desk just to game. The company that makes all of this, BeAnAstronaut, not gonna try and pronounce that correctly, has a ton of other ridiculous gaming setups ranging from your traditional racing game setup to a tent enclosed setup to even a projector powered setup, giving you the ultimate amount of space. The totally decked out bed would only run you like $900 too. Well, at least if you weren't planning on getting it to the US. Worth noting, the website has a bunch of gaming setup selection helpers as well, making you aware of how big of a desk you actually want, or if you can fit stuff on it. It's really cool, check it out. Maybe get a better gaming setup.
While not officially canceled, GDC will no longer be happening at its scheduled date of March 16th through 20th, following the withdrawal of Sony and Microsoft, citing the elevated concerns due to the coronavirus. GDC is the latest conference to fall amidst fear of the disease, with Facebook's F8 having been canceled the day before. This does come to a huge disappointment for a lot of the EAE students on campus. However, some good news, GDC did say they'd be releasing video format presentations from the speakers on the GDC YouTube channel, and some of the presenters have even taken it upon themselves. Microsoft is going to be hosting a stream to announce news related to their cloud and gaming technologies. The conference runners hope they will be able to rehost the conference later this summer, but that will be dependent on developments with the virus, so they'll be issuing refunds for the time being.
One of my favorite board games, Dead of Winter, is now officially a Fantasy Flight-owned board game. Plaid Hat Games is going independent again, as it was just reacquired by Colby Dodge, the OG founder of PHG. Back in 2015, PHG was bought out by the Asmodee Group, who owns Fantasy Flight, which gave them the rights to publish PHG's games. On the 19th of February, Dodge and Asmodee came to an agreement for Plaid Hat Games to once again become an independent board game publisher. This does mean a few board games are changing publishers though. Dead of Winter is probably the most well-known of those games, as the very popular Crossroads games and its expansion put a spin on the classic zombie survival game, introducing the aforementioned Crossroads events and the potential for a traitor to be in your midst. Other board games that will be published by Fantasy Flight from now on are Uraxon, Mice and Mystics, Stuffed Fables, Aftermath, and Battlelands. It is going to be exciting to see what Dodge's next project is going to be, because he's produced some great board games in the past, as you know, that previous list totally highlights.
This week in movies, we got some Star Trek news again this week, and it's that there's no news. There isn't much word on whether or not we're going to be getting a fourth Star Trek feature film. There have been rumors that Quentin Tarantino is working on a Star Trek movie, and even that Noah Hawley could write and direct one himself, which would be really dope. He's behind the shows Fargo and Legion. Simon Pegg personally blames Marvel and its success for the production limbo that the Star Trek cinematic universe is now in. They just don't make Marvel-sized money. Peg, who played Scotty in J.J. Abrams' series, has said that these movies make maybe $500 million, and they take something like $200 million to make. So it's really just not worth it for Paramount. Peg also mentioned the loss of Anton Yelchin really caused the new Star Trek family to lose momentum. While it is disappointing to hear there haven't been any new developments in the Star Trek universe, at least it'll mean hopefully we'll get a nicely fleshed out movie if another one does come out, rather than something they just rush out the door.
This week in science, Earth is stepping up its moon game. We might not be on the satellite level of Jupiter, but we officially have a second and a third moon.
That's no moon.
It's made entirely of dust. That's not that exciting, is it? A team of astronomers caught some glimpse of the mysterious clouds lurking around 400,000 kilometers away from us, pretty much the same distance as the moon, as we now have to refer to it as. The moon. The clouds are hard as hell to find though, because they're so close to us and usually just overlooked. We can officially confirm that these dusty pseudo-satellites are actually orbiting Earth. The clouds are enormous, and the tiny particles that do make them up are roughly around a micrometer across. So the sun reflecting off of it really just gives it a soft glow. Astronomers have actually speculated that Earth might have more than one moon in our orbital sweet spot, called a Lagrange point, for several decades, like since the 1950s. These dusty satellites are really kind of like cosmic tumbleweeds, and can end up having an impact in future space exploration, as we like to park satellites in these Lagrange points for easy to maintain orbits. For instance, the James Webb Space Telescope is due to unfurl sometime later this year in Earth's L2 Lagrange point, and keeping track of our dusty moons all of a sudden becomes a lot more important.
Always wanted to be an astronaut? Well, if you happen to meet NASA's criteria, you may be in luck. The government agency that brought you the first man on the moon is ready to go back and go beyond, with those recruited being promised the potential of visiting the moon or Mars. If you're interested, all NASA asks is that you're a US citizen with a master's degree in a STEM field, or 2 years towards a PhD program in a STEM field, or a doctor of medicine. Or, if you've only got a bachelor's degree in a STEM field, they do need some test pilots who also have those degrees. Okay, maybe not the easiest requirements to reach, but hey, they are astronauts after all, so what do you expect? If you're still interested, they are taking the applications on usajobs.gov, so good luck.
And now on to our Saved You a Click segment, where we bring you news that's kind of cool to know, but not necessarily worth talking about for more than a couple seconds.
Felicia Day has acknowledged her killable quality in a recent interview with Games Radar about her upcoming game, Dungeons of Nahulbeck. She actually stopped taking jobs that required her death because she was tired of being a Sean Bean.
A little more Star Trek news for you all. Will Shatner is definitely never ever going to reprise his role as Captain Kirk in any fashion, despite the success of Picard. He still feels that Kirk's story is over and doesn't want to go back to it, even for a cameo.
Emma Kent has created Cyberpunk 2077 in Fallout 4, and it looks pretty dope. So if you're tired of waiting for Cyberpunk, get the mod now and immerse yourself into the dystopian world of Cyberpunk.
Well, that's all from us this week. I do hope everyone enjoyed the episode. And of course, I do want to know what you thought of your first episode on the show. The Burn.
Yes,
The Burn.
Gotta make sure, put a high third up, The Burn under here.
Yes.
But, I'm a little bummed to hear the Star Trek news. I would have liked to know a movie was on the horizon, but, I am excited to go try out for NASA again.
Yeah. Have you not applied yet?
I'm procrastinating.
I've already applied like 3 times, even though I don't have my degree yet. I'm trying.
Dreams won't be realized on their own, right? Take some risks.
Yeah, reach for the stars, kids. And to do that, you need to work for NASA. You can go to space.
Yeah, might wind up in a Lagrange point.
Exactly. Tying it all together, I like that. Well, everyone, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Trying a new thing here. And we'll see you all next Thursday.